All right. Hello, folks. Welcome. I am Michael. Pronouns are he, him. I will be running the Far Roost tonight. If we want to introduce ourselves.
Hi, I am Steve. I'm the Dragon X. I am he, him. I play Papa Fred. Papa Fred is also he, him. He's kind of an old man that has a sickness that he hasn't quite figured out what is yet.
I am Sarah. I am she, her. I am playing Pebble, also she, her, who's this mousy, quiet person who's fated for great things or maybe bad things. We'll find out.
Hey, I'm Kay. I'm they, them. I will be playing Zachariah, who is he, they, I believe I wrote down at some point, who's just a gym bro trying to get through life.
There. Hello, I am Nessa, she, her, and I will be playing Isha, also she, her. Isha is a girl failure who doesn't know it, but is about to take on a bird curse of sorts. She likes collecting things, and she's kind of mean. The first character I ever played successfully mean. I've tried on purpose many times, and now I've accidentally stumbled into it somehow.
Finally playing against your own type.
I think so, right? Seems like it.
All right. Do we want to go over what had happened last time on the Far Roofs?
I have like a 4 sentence summary ready to go. If y'all don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
We met everybody. We all experienced some kind of weird shit on our own, where we were able to be like, maybe I'm just tired from working all day. A cat didn't fly into the sky and eat the moon. There's not a man standing out by the lake. We're fine. Everything's fine. We all collectively made our way to the bar because it was storming out, and it's a small town. Where are you gonna get food? While there, we all kind of ran into each other in the parking lot, and we're like, saw some more weird shit, and we're like, hey, you guys can see that, right? And we were all like, yeah, we can. We went inside, we did some bomb ass karaoke. Pebble was embarrassed by her ex fiance. Uh, Isha sung Papa Roach song. Zach was just incredible, and Papa Fred was there. We went outside, and then we somehow managed to find our way into the far rooms where we met a rat who needed our help. And we were all just still pretty drunk, and we're like, kind of like, hell yeah, Fred, you need help? We're here to help you. You got a destiny or some shit? Sure. I don't know if that's informed consent to do a hero's journey, but such is the way. And then we slept the night. End of list.
Slept the night in the crown of a giant skeletal rat king.
That's right.
On the Red King's Road, up above the streets of Dwajak, a place that did not exist if we've ever seen it before. Now, so one of the things we did system-wise last time is I think, and a couple people started using it during the session stuff, which is kind of I think what you're supposed to do when one of the things you can do is you can put things uh, into your adventure journal. So you want to remember that's one of those things that you can do during the session. So if there's a moment where something's happening and you're like, "Ooh, I think this will be important to my character," because if you remember, there was a lot of the things like you would roll would then affect something that happened just then, maybe how you saw it, something that happened, things along those lines. So for the adventure journals, right now you should have things on I think probably afternoon and night, but you want to have morning of day 2 open. If you need to kind of squeeze something in, like previously, go ahead and do that. But yeah, so as you go through, you have like 2 things and kind of go in the morning, 2 things in the afternoon, 2 things at night. You do not have to fill all of them out, but it gets you more of the cards or the tiles. And also remember, if someone's doing something that you get like an emotional reaction to, and it can be in or out of character. If you laugh, if this is like something, or if you feel like a connection happening with their character, you can go ahead. I also put a thing in Discord. Just give a tile or card. If you want to just like throw something in there, if we're not able to like at the moment, we can put it in there, and I've got it like on this little monitor So I will remember to like look over once in a while and say, "Hey, you got this and this and this." So because you want to get more of those, because we are going to start off actually doing it to solve a muddle. And this is not a muddle, like the muddles are the questions. This is not one that is on your either your character sheets, because you've got your personal ones. There is also on our landing page on the thing, like where your first direct encounter with Hedge the Fang will be, where you must go to learn the way to the farthest roofs where Hedge the Fang dwells. Right now, as of yet, those ones are not the ones we're going to be answering with this, but how well can you see the tiles that I have in the Arcana box?
Really good.
Pretty good. My
So-
optometrist would be proud.
So the question that you're going to be answering here is, where is Artyom supposed to meet the friend of his that is supposed to help you get over to the far roofs? So
Do we
then-
make up a word out of the words in the box?
Yep, and that will determine something about the place. So because if you are, like, for example, if you are solving a muddle that is for the entire group, like the ones that are coming up with Hedge the Fang and such, you can all use like individual, like you can add yours together and we can do this to make the word. But this is getting used to it because this is a way to solve issues.
I've got
I have-
most of the word volleyball, but not all the way.
I got tavern and fable.
Hmm.
I have vent.
So y'all just tell me, what do you want to go with? Where's the place that you are going to be meeting?
I mean, there's also Ohio.
I don't know if we can make it all the way to
Mystical.
Ohio.
Welcome
Ohio.
to Ohio. This will be like what this will do is basically create an area on the for the far roof, or not the near roofs rather, that will be somewhere in Dowagiac, Michigan.
I mean, I'm down with tavern.
Valley's also there.
Tavern
I
in
think
the
the
valley.
only word that I've maybe found is ravioli.
A tavern in the valley that serves ravioli.
Love Valley?
Ooh, Love Valley sounds cool.
Okay. So is
Love
Love Valley?
Valley Ravioli Tavern.
So what is it we want to go with?
Valley
Uh,
works.
I think Love Valley at the Ravioli Tavern.
Love Valley.
I think so. We'll be able to get. Oh, I just threw that one over.
No more O's, everyone.
That O is gone.
Start again.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be able to get VAL. Nope, there's not two L's. Well,
There is.
No,
There's one- there's
no,
one-
There's two L's, but one is used for love.
Oh.
I guess we just have to do regular Valley Ravioli
Hmm.
Tavern.
All right,
about-
Valley
how about-
works.
How about Hive Valley?
Hmm?
Hive Valley. HIVE.
Hi, Valley.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, High Valley.
Okay.
All right.
God, I hope we don't meet bees now.
Giant bees. Yes.
So that evening, as you're sort of getting ready to crash and to sleep, getting as comfortable as you can in that particular area, also realizing all of you were a bit hammered not all that long before, Artyom lets you know that from here we'll go to High Valley. My friend Renata, she'll be able to get us to the far roofs themselves. That's where we can try to hopefully find Hedge the Fang. And you settle into a sleep. The next morning, as people start to wake up, which of this group do you think is probably the first to awaken?
I want
Prob-
to say Papa Fred because he's an old man and they usually get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
I was gonna say the
either,
exact same thing.
either Papa Fred or Zach, because he's got to get his morning gym.
Time.
Yeah, before it gets busy.
So Papa Fred and Zach, they're both up at like a ridiculous time in the morning.
All right.
I'm cool with that if you are, Kay.
I'm good.
Remind me of the people who went at the gym I worked at when we didn't open till 4 a.m. and they would wait outside. And I'd be like, why are you here? It's 4 in the morning. I'm getting off my shift.
I have a friend who goes.
You can't wait 30 minutes for the gym to be open at 4:30.
No,
I
because
have a-
then you can't go before work.
Yeah, I have a friend that goes at 3 o'clock in the morning, so no one's there.
It is the time that the sauna is the cleanest.
Yeah.
So as you wake up that evening, you're still seeing like a little bit of the moon itself is still a bit faded. That stuff is going down. The stars themselves. How well do you think? How well do you think you would know the stars?
Not at all.
Is Papa Fred someone who would know and pay attention to like constellations?
I would say probably not. Unless you need him to, then I would say yes.
No, it's fine. No,
If
I was
it-
saying, what neither of you notice is the constellations are different than the ones that we would normally look up and see. I mean, granted, not a huge amount of light pollution because Dwajak is fairly small, but it's also very easy to get like way the hell away from everything pretty close there. So there's a decent chance you've been out where you can actually see a huge amount of stars up in the sky. But as you look down, because you climbed up this giant sort of skeleton and a throne of cat skulls, you do see a little bit of movement on this sort of ancient battlefield, this road that led through with a lot of red roofing tiles. You can see also a bit of the lake kind of further down. You can see a couple rooftops that actually look kind of like businesses that you knew and were aware of. But you're seeing a little bit of movement happening. It's kind of hard to tell as it's dark out. There is like a bit of a mist that's settled up on the roof. But occasionally, you do see some movement below you.
Are you seeing that?
Yeah, they look like little ants. I think I broke Steve.
What's that so funny? Okay. Well, yeah, they kind of do, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, last time I was here, I didn't really think about looking down that much, but you know, it's nice to be up here again.
How was it last time?
There was a lot of fighting going on the last time I was here. We had a war with the cats.
You see Artyom's nose sort of poked in between the two of you as you're watching, and looks down and goes, "If those are rat spirits, it'll be easier. If those are the cats, however."
Oh, so you think they're spirits?
I mean, and it looked like you're sitting on, like in the throne or in the crown of this giant rat skeleton. He's like, at night sometimes we're safe here, but I haven't been on this road much. It may be a little touch and go getting out of here.
Is it better to wait?
Well, at least wait for the sun to come up, have light a little bit, and then we can see. Because right now, if we're trying to go down, it's dark enough. And no offense, most of you are not fantastic climbers. Not yet. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, that was a little rough yesterday.
Just sort of smiles and goes, but once we get to the far roofs, it'll be. I mean, there's other things. There's less of it, but right now we're safe. But once the sun is up, we'll want to move quickly. And it just kind of takes a look at you for a moment and goes, "I am going back to sleep." You two talking woke me up. And then just kind of goes back and like just kind of like thump underneath his like cloak, and you see just this moment as it kind of like curls up underneath, and then you see his head very slowly like pop out and then pack like on his pack, and very quickly he's sleeping again.
I think we need to whisper from now on when we get up this early.
Zach refuses to speak anymore. He's gonna sit and watch.
I imagine the whole time you're watching, Papa Fred is just telling stories. I don't think we need to role play that, but he's regaling his former time here.
Do either or both of you want to put one of those into your adventure journal? Or it could be also looking down on the thing, because you're able to put, again, 2 things in the morning, 2 things in the afternoon, 2 in the evening.
I think he's telling. I'm actually gonna roleplay this one out. There was one time, a battle not far from here. I actually got pretty badly injured. He's gonna actually lift up his shirt and show like a massive scar on his abdomen. Never really told anybody about that one before, but this place can be perilous. But it can also be beautiful, so just be ready for it. And I'm gonna put that in my journal, remembering the past.
Is that for? So you've got being there, bonding, daring, delirium, desperation, losing yourself, peace, or wonder.
I think this one is gonna be bonding, because he's growing fond of Zach already.
All right. Go ahead and roll. You're using your communication. So remember, it's 5d6, and what you're looking for are pairs, triples, quadruples, quintuples. Ideally, underneath your communication score.
Yeah, my communication is a 0, so
Yep.
let's see how this goes.
Which means if you get triples, basically to get a success, you need like a triple.
5d6.
And I put mine as peace looking down from the roof with Papa.
Ooh,
Okay.
I got 4 3s.
Oh,
all right.
Nice.
Got quadruples.
So, on a success, you get a glimpse into their heart. You can ask them a question, and either they'll answer honestly, or the player has to signal out a character before they speak. Then an honest answer is impossible at this time. If you wish, you can reverse this right, offering them a glimpse into your heart instead.
Okay. So I think as soon as Papa Fred is done saying that, he's just kind of gonna look at Zach and be like, "Have you ever wanted to just get away from our world, not be there anymore, and be in a place like this?"
You know, I didn't ever think that a place like this was possible. But I mean, now that I know it is, I can't wait to explore it. Every day is just the same thing down there. So doing anything different, especially something where Artie said we could help, yeah, I'm ready.
Right. And then Steve, also, you added to your sickness last time with sickness of 1. Go ahead, add searching of 1. You've picked up the searching issue, means that there's something mysterious going on with you. Maybe you know what it is out of character or even in character. Most often you don't. The mysterious thing becomes more important and more central to scenes you're in over time. You will eventually get as that gets up towards 4, you're going to start getting some questions that go along there. So something to keep in mind is you've got maybe something you're searching for. You may or may not be aware of it. And you're doing peace, K?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll your physical action.
I failed that. I got 0 everything. Like, not a single match.
Oh, not a single match?
Not a single match.
Okay. On a matchless critical failure, means something just plain terrible happens, you're a little freaked out. Go ahead. And K, you will get a Y for a tile. Go ahead and take a complex at +1.
Okay.
So these issues are going to, there's certain things you'll end up rolling the issues for as you're going kind of further in. There also are you'll start getting questions and stuff that go along with them. These are things that are supposed to go further into your character. And which one did I say that you had? Complex.
Complex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then if you use this issue, it draws cards and not letters. It's basically a set of bad ideas that you can't let go. Ideas that make you feel bad, only having them feels Good. Ideas that drive you in a series of escalatingly bad decisions until your life finally falls apart in disaster and disarray. Now, the issue can't go higher than 2 until you figure out what the complex actually is. That's not a question. You don't need an arcane. Like, you don't have to do the things for it. You can just figure out. So it can't go higher than 2 until that happens. But once you do, as it goes up, you can end up getting some stuff essentially where you'll be drawing some cards and such for. So, yeah, with the issue, anytime you spend Arcanum on an issue to like answer a question, you actually redraw all those. Those don't go away. So if you use tiles on those, you'll then use those to form a word, and then you have to redraw them.
Okay.
Okay. How much later is it that Isha and let me get your names on the thing. I had it over here.
Pebble.
Pebble.
Yeah, Isha and Pebble. How much longer is it that you two wake up? Is it a while?
Oh,
Isha will be asleep until someone wakes her.
I think Pebble. You said Zach and Papa get up around 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old man.
I'd say Pebble's probably up around 6.
The real question is how long y'all wait until you decide to wake Isha.
I don't think Peppa would wake Isha, just because I think she's a bit scared of her, and the idea of waking her up is terrifying. So she's just like, let's just let her sleep. So I think Pebble gets up. She feels tired, but I mean, after a night of drinking, I think it's kind of expected.
That's fair.
As
I'll
that.
say
Oh, sorry.
I will wake Isha up once. Probably a little while after Pebble gets up, just because Artie was like, let's wait till daylight. So probably around whenever daylight, a little after daylight happens.
Okay. Say probably roughly 6 a.m. As the sun kind of the only thing is you see it first on the lake, like you see it hitting the lake, but you're not seeing it in the sky yet. And it's a little bit later that it sort of appears up over the roofs. And by this point, as you're looking down, you're seeing quite a few cat spirits that are down there, that are kind of wandering around looking up at the crown, looking up where the 5 of you are, and like occasionally you'll hear like a
Those cats?
Yeah, those are definitely cats.
Right.
They're spirits of the fallen, apparently.
Isaac, I'll get you breakfast later. Go back to sleep.
Nope. And he just kind of gets behind you, and then lifts you up under the arms. Like, no sleeping. Up.
Where are we headed today?
As he's sort of looking down, he goes, "We're going to see my friend in High Valley, but first, we have to get out of here. Do any of you have any experience with swordplay? Do any of you have a sword?"
I mean, do you have a sword, technically? You kind of just have that little, like, toothpick thing, right?
The toothpick. It may be
I'm
small,
sorry.
but I'll tell you, this has tasted the blood of many a foe.
I'm sorry, more like a crab spear or something, you know?
Sadly, I didn't bring mine with me when I left the roofs last time. So no, I don't have one.
Just kind of like running will probably be our best bet. There may be. I will do what I can, but we're gonna have to go quickly. If any of you are able to grab something to throw, if you can, it might be useful.
Alright. Isha's gonna get down on the ground and get as many fist-sized rocks as she can.
Yeah,
Ones that seem like they're good for hucking.
yeah, like small bits of like bone and such that have fallen in, maybe pieces that have kind of come off of like the crown itself that you're sleeping in. Yeah, it is. there's not a lot up there so far as to grab, little bits and pieces. I'll say Michael Mann's watching. We actually did a whole thing that took place in a sushi restaurant for a couple episodes during our City of Mist.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we did.
Yep, lots of drama. All right.
Yeah, I think Papa Fred's just gonna pick up like a bone or something.
Okay.
I think Pebble kind of follows suit and grabs a bone very uneasily.
Zach was originally just gonna pull like a protein bar out of his pocket, but then he saw everyone picking up like real things from the ground, and he also picks up something from the ground.
All right. You grab a couple things to hopefully put your way down, and he goes, "All right. So what we're going to need to do here is just kind of pointing down. It's like the best thing for us to do is if we get down onto the arm there, we can kind of run across, get onto the road itself, and we'll have to move quickly. The moment we get down, they'll be coming."
Okay.
So, two things are going to happen. One, as you make your way down, everyone's going to end up making a physical action roll. Now, something to keep in mind: if you want to describe it in a they say the poetic style, but sort of like a fancy way of describing how you go down, what you will be able to do is you can take some pears from there, like a pear from there. You can put it in what's called your river, essentially saving it for a later roll. That is a thing that can end up being useful. Because then you can turn something that's a failure into a success, or knock a success from like a regular success up to something that is a lot better.
Okay.
So I said, doesn't be like actual poetry, but just do you think fancier things along those way? But you'll be able to take if you end up with some extra stuff, be able to flow it into your river, which again you can keep and then use later on. All right, who's going down first?
If nobody else will, Papa Fred's gonna go first because he's done this before. Yeah, I think he's gonna do it in such a way, as long as I succeed, that he's like gonna slide down the arm almost like Tarzan on a tree limb, like sliding, and just like jump off onto the road and start running.
All right. Go ahead, and if you get some doubles or something in there you want to use, you'll be able to make your roll.
So let's roll 5d6 s kabloom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I have 2 2s in my river. I'm gonna spend them to go with that 2 to make it 3.
Three
twos.
Yeah, 3 essentially is being like a critical success as you just hit the thing and just slide on down. The rest of what is your physical action?
My physical is 3.
Okay, so remember, if it's above whatever your stat is, if it's 3 or more, it means you kind of succeed a little bit by luck. If it's below that, it's skill. As you manage to slide down, and then boom, when you hit the road, you start running. Who's next?
Aisha will, we can't leave Papa behind. He's Santa Claus, for God's sake. He's played the Santa Claus at church every year. Aisha's down that fucking arm, I guess, after him.
All right.
Oops, wrong one.
You see Artyom. Artyom is like ready to kind of go. He's basically going to see if someone stumbles and needs protecting. You see some of the cats start to like jump their way through this like giant throne of cat skulls.
Oh, nice for Artie. I think I'm okay.
There's no pears in there.
Oh, right, pears.
Yeah, you're looking for pears.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're looking for pairs, triples, quadruples. Yeah, so as you go down, now, I don't know if I put it on the sheet, but is there a place for hit points on your sheet?
Let me check. Not particularly, but I can add one.
Yeah, if you just want to add it, maybe like above the physical action. Everyone has 5. Is kind of what you start with. So if you just want to put like hit points 5, and essentially like if you want to think of it, how many of you played like Blades in the Dark?
Once, I believe.
Well, you know how basically like you can use your stress to stop things from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically like you can't have the bad thing you wouldn't want to have happen so long as you have like hit points. Like you don't like lose until you're down to 0. It doesn't
Yes.
necessarily mean physically injured, but it can be like if someone's casting a curse at you, that can kind of gnaw those away until it actually works. See, I will say with that, what is your physical? What is your
2.
2? Well, you did have 2 of them that at least one of there, so we'll just say you take 1. As you see, Isha heads over. You start to go down that arm, and it is. You're not quite sure how a man as old as Papa Fred was able to just almost Tony Hawk his way down that arm like fairly well. As you kind of slip, hit just raw bone, and kind of tumble, and you see a bunch of cats start to make their way.
Are you okay, Ishi?
No.
Oh, damn.
Who's next?
Go
I,
Pebble, I'm right behind you.
Pebble takes a deep breath and how is this thing like a steep like this, or is it like a 45-degree angle?
It's like it's kind of like a 45. It's kind of Jackie Chan running down the thing of the building. It's pretty steep.
Okay, Pebble's gonna get on her belly and kind of like shimmy down.
Mm-hmm.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
All right.
And yeah, just so.
All right, make it roll.
It's not particularly fast. It's just.
If you want for the repetitiveness of the shimmies, you can treat that as a poetic action if you like, which means you can save some if you wish for.
Yeah, it's like she's using like thinking in terms of like caterpillars or snakes. Like she's just gonna snake her way down. It's not elegant. It's not cute. It's just there.
What's funny is you have almost the highest physical action of the group.
Well, that's how you do well, is you're careful. It's like budgeting.
6. It's 5d6s, right?
Yep. Slash roll and then 5d6s.
And
all right. Yeah, if you want, those 2 1s will succeed for you. The 5s won't. The 5s will be considered a failure because there's 2 of them. But if you want to slot those 5s into your river, you can.
where's the river? Oh, there it is. Okay, so just with both 5s, or just one 5?
Both 5s.
5.
So those will be good for if you need something to get like triples and stuff on there.
Gotcha.
All right, yeah. As if you you see Pebble go there, just like shimmy down, and like as you're up there, Artyom sort of looks over at you, Zach, the only one that's left, and is like, "Well, that's one way to get down there, I suppose." And Artyom
Pebble just like underhand basketball shot that.
Like, you know, she didn't fall, so.
And you see the cats again, like they're coming closer. Artyom's got one hand on the like the lip of the crown that you're sort of looking down, and goes, "See you down." And Artyom like leaps down and then just starts like very adroitly making his way down, sword out. Looks like he's ready to give them hell any moment that he can.
I follow right behind him, but I take the Papa Fred method of sliding and trying to jump at the end.
Go, 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 go.
Because maybe enough movement up here will distract the cats and let you get up.
Oh, don't worry about me. Isha will leave you to die if it comes to it.
That's a success. I got 2 1s.
All right. Yeah. You as you sort of hit, because what is your physical action?
4.
Yeah. No one has a 0 there, so you're good there. Yeah. As if like how smooth do you do that?
I think it's decently smooth. Like, he doesn't stumble or anything.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know if he has control over his body the whole time, but no one else knows that.
Okay, yeah. So as you get down there and you hit this point, Isha, you probably picked yourself up, and you got like a bunch of the cats coming your way. You have Artyom is actually like starting to get into like fights with some of them as he's kind of swinging through, trying to keep a bunch of them over. But there is a group that is making its way towards kind of all of you.
Can I try to, like, I know Isha doesn't really understand her powers, but would I be able to try to start even like unintentionally harnessing my arcana via hucking rocks?
Yeah, so the hucking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hucking a rock can be a very spiritual experience.
All right. Yeah. As you start, as you start just kind of pelting them. So what you want to do in this case, go ahead and remove hucking from your from what you got as far as my landing page again. Oh wait. Yeah. You didn't have the stuff to huck on
Oh, I meant
the
more. Oh,
Arcanum.
okay, so I have to
Oh,
spell whatever?
no. So the thing is, you can do that if you happen to have the words. You can do. However, yeah. So what you'll be doing is at this point, we're going to talk about how the cards work. Now,
Okay.
so the cards can just be a poker hand, like like the poker hands are used to do things. But in conflicts, you actually do use cards. Like so, basically, each is the first one to say, "Hey, I'm going to do a thing." So what they have what's called a CV of 5. And if you happen to look on the cheat sheet that's in the character keeper, there's a place in conflict. So what you'll need to do is you basically need to put down a card because I have myself a hand of cards, and later on if I use some or not use some, I can like pull 3 at the beginning of a scene and then drop back down to 5. But I've got these 5 that they're able to use. So what happens is you'll want to put a card that is at least because like these ones are not like these cats are not intangible at this point. Like certain things, in order to actually like hit them or do something, you have to use a spade, but you don't have to do that. But what you have to do is have a card that is at least the card value of the cats, and the cats like all of you are a 5.
Well, good for me. I have a 6, so hopefully they suck. Aside from that.
Okay, so you said you start hucking rocks, so you would put the 6 down. Now, one thing that I can do is I can play something to interrupt. Now, and this can go back and forth a little bit before like a roll happens, though there's some other things you can do. So what I can do is I can basically preempted. I would put down a higher card. I threw down an 8. So as you as you start to huck them at some other at some of them that are actually kind of dodging back behind the skulls, there are others that have actually gone around and are starting to come up behind you, and they're looking kind of mean and a bit loaded for bear. Now,
I have a boyfriend. I don't need you.
Now, what anyone else can do here now is anyone else can also do an because like the interrupts can go back and forth because like right now that card went back into Nessa's hand.
Yes.
So,
not burnt.
So what you could there's a couple things you can do. You can you can interrupt them and essentially go, oh, I'm going to stop them from doing that, which means this would go back in my hand. You could also put at the one that is at least a 5. Like a block has to be whatever the card value is minus 3. Someone could come in to try to block those that are coming in.
Hold on, let me see what I have.
Which would basically be you would kind of roll off against them, and you might be able to stop them, do some more, like even do some damage to them. If you do well enough, you can actually like possibly get the card back. So
it has to be at least a 5. It has to be a 5.
Well, if you want to interrupt them and basically go before they do, you can put a higher card down. If you want to block them, basically like they would take the action, you would try to get into the way. You have to have one that is at least 3 less than the card that's out. So
Well, if any of you want to interrupt me.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a king of I believe that's spades.
Okay.
So I'll interrupt.
All right.
So do we have to narrate that, or
well,
is it
first I'll tell you what you do, and then they may also interrupt you.
Okay.
So what are you doing to try to interrupt?
Oh, I think as I got down, I saw that Isha struggled and like came back, and just as they're starting to get there, I'm gonna start just trying to swing this bone to disrupt them. Oh, balls.
Now, so yeah, that's what the bone.
I get that king back though, right?
You get the king back, which means if you or someone else wants to play a block against them. So as the ones that are behind Isha, kind of like because like right now you are the one that seems like the most like obvious target to go after because you are the one that slipped and fell and are a little bit hurt. As they are kind of getting ready to leap a few of them over Papa Fred, does anybody want to play a block on that?
I don't have everything high enough.
Because it would have to be at least a jack.
Yeah.
I have a jack. I
Okay.
can play. So I'm blocking the cats from attacking Papa Fred or Isha.
You be trying to get in the way of them coming towards Isha.
Okay, so I'm gonna play my jack of diamonds.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to can I meta this a little bit and say that Pebble knows something about cats?
Mhm.
All right. I think Pebble's gonna bark at them.
Ah, yes. The completely meta cat's afraid of dogs.
All right.
I'm just off the top of my head. She's gonna just get on like on a like stoop low and start like growling and barking at them.
Okay.
And it's like, and hopefully this gives everyone enough chance to just run.
All right. Yeah. So as you come in there to try to block, so what you want to do is you want to roll. This is physical action.
Yeah.
So I am rolling for 3 threes. Which
Okay, let me
is
see.
what? Whoa! What happened? Okay, there we go.
Oh God, we all died.
We did.
Yeah, something had the whole thing just went small. I'm like, nope.
Oh, I was hoping we'd come back next step and I could be Steve.
Ooh.
All right. So they had 3 threes. Oh, you got 3 fives.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what happens here? So when you do a block, so as they start to leap forward, and there's like 3 of them that are about to leap onto Isha. With the block, now you got a success if it was better than your attacker's results. You block a damage, and you also deal 1 to them. Now you also got a critical if the card value was at most equal to your own card value, at most equal to it. Take the card back, and actually, what card did you put down?
A jack of diamonds.
Okay, so yeah, that one you will not take that card back. This card, well, I'll just leave it here for now. That card stays discarded out of my hand. So yeah, as you sort of bark on this one, it actually spooks a few of them. Like they weren't ready for it. As they fall, you do hear kind of a crunch that sounds a bit painful. All right, you still have cats surrounding you. We're sort of basically what they also suggest would become very common in role playing games. It says essentially do 3 rounds of like a combat, or so essentially if it's a physical conflict like that, then you can kind of call how it's going. So, who would like to take charge?
Do I just delete that card out of my deck then?
Yep, that card will not come back to you. All right, so you've got cats coming after you. You've got Artium actually like knocking some of them out of the way. What are y'all doing to fight back, to run, or to whatever? Who wants to take the lead on that?
Well, I did go well when I did something, so the rest of you pitch in.
I think I'm just gonna throw like the piece of crown that I picked up at one of them.
Okay, just all right, go ahead. So, what are you putting down, card wise?
A 6 of club.
Okay, so yeah, at least a 5 because they're considered a CV5. So are all of you. So as you go to kind of throw the crown back, I will play this 8. One of them is like leaping down, trying to grab that part of the crown. People can still interrupt. Even you can also interrupt that one.
That's the highest card I had.
Okay, that card goes back into your hand with the interrupt. Okay. Does someone else want to interrupt, block? So as one of them tries to grab like that piece of crown you got, and it's kind of trying to pull it out of your hand.
I can still technically block with the 6 or the 5 that I have, right?
Because basically the block, to do a block, it has to be like at least 3 less than whatever the card that was put out is.
All right, this is probably gonna fail, so I'm gonna do it with the 5. I'll feel very foolish.
Okay.
if you have a 6, if you only have a 6. But if I'm going to lose between the two of them, I'd rather lose the 5.
All right. So what is it you do?
I think as it grabs it, I fucking. I only have one thing, which is chucking. I chuck a rock at the hand. I'm like, ha!
to
Ghosts are
Zach's
way
hand,
more
the K's
tangible.
hands. All right. Yeah. Unless anyone else is doing an interrupt, because you got the block.
I think I want to use my King of Spades again to try to interrupt.
Okay.
I think as the cat like catches the crown, I want to just hit it into him. Into the cat. Like with the bone I have, just kind of like baseball swing, clunk, launching it into it.
So as you play your king, I will put basically a block. Now, let's say another thing that could be done that, like, Kay, you could have done if you wanted to be able to draw more is you're able to do what's called a falter. Best done after interrupts and counterattacks, etc. If you're frozen in fear, retreating, actually, you can still do this if you want. Frozen in fear, retreating, etc. It does allow you to draw new cards. You do have to make a roll for it to see if it works. It's a possibility to take damage there. But yeah, especially if you're looking going, I don't have lots of good cards in my hand. I want to try to pull some more. That is something you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go for that.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to roll?
Yeah. Well, first we'll do this with him. So they're going to try to block, but you're essentially rolling to attack, and they're trying to block that attack, which can go well, which can go poorly.
I got that's a failure.
3, 4, 5, 2 6s.
Oof.
So
they fail too?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Uh,
can I river those 2 6s since I said what I was doing? Like narrated it?
It wasn't sort of that fancier, like the kind of the heightened.
Okay.
You want to sort of do the heightened thing of it. It's partly there to encourage people to get a little more poetic or bigger with what they're doing.
Okay.
So in this one, we got the failure with the block. That means it does not succeed with the block. However, your hit also didn't work. So like as you kind of got in the way. Yeah, Cave, do you want to do like a falter?
Yeah.
Here? Okay, so for the faltering, because at this point, as he tried to stop the cats, like the cats themselves were kind of heading after you. What you're able to do is this will also be a physical action. Now, there's a chance you end up taking some damage from it, but if you want to like describe what it is you're doing, how you are faltering back when these cats are leaping at you, cat spirits are leaping at you.
I think when Papa Fred tries to swing the bone, Zach just kind of crouches down underneath, so one, he does not get hit by Papa Fred. But what are the size of these cats?
The cat spirits themselves are they're about twice as big as a regular cat down here.
Okay.
And they feel like the way you've seen them kind of come through, they've got a little bit more heft and punch. These are ones that can go up against a fortitude rat and be a problem.
Okay, I think once I crouch down as soon as Papa Fred swings, I'll hop back up really quick and just like kind of swivel around, like turn out of the way.
All right. So yeah, go ahead. Roll your against your physical action. I think for you it's like a 4.
Yes, I got triple 6s.
All right, critical success. So, technically they would take the damage by 2. I mean, we'll go ahead and we'll cheat a little bit and say they had some stuff they would have hit, because technically I think you're not supposed to do it unless you're actually going to take some damage. But also, let's get you some better cards. So, on the critical success, you may, if your roll is better than the attacker's, you negate damage entirely, and then you will get to pull Jack of Spades. Okay, well, all of this is happening, been involved. Pebble, so far, you have been a little bit outside of all of this, and then you hear the cats sort of growling, and there's like 2 of them that are kind of trying to close in on you as they're kind of bouncing off of some of the skulls of the cats, maybe even their own. You don't quite know. As they are coming towards you with just like a viciousness in them you don't normally see in cats.
I'm going to take the bone I have and like a baseball bat and I like swing it around and just whap them as best I can.
Okay. Do you have a card to interrupt the 8?
How low does that have to be?
So if you want to interrupt and basically make it your action instead of theirs, you have to beat it. You have to beat the 8. If you want to just block it, like if you're basically trying to hopefully stop them from doing damage to you, possibly if you do well enough, maybe do a tiny bit to them, you need to have at least 3 more or 3 less than that card.
Okay, I can't interrupt, but I can block.
All right.
So I have a 4 of clubs, or no, 4 of spades.
You would need a 5 because it has to be 3 less or more than what the current is.
Okay, then I have a 7 of spades.
All right. Do you play your 7?
Right. Yeah.
All right. So the 3 of you are otherwise engaged with them. Pebble thought you got away from it, and then you haul ass.
Mm-hmm. Do I have to roll?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll. So they got a success with those 2 1s.
Wait, hold on, I'm rolling now. Okay. Vision. 5, 6, 10.
Oh. 1, 2,
But
3.
I have
Oh,
I have 5's my river.
Uh-huh.
So I have
Just throw
if
those
I
in?
with the yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be 3 5s.
Yep. Oh, also for everybody, a little bit of a tech hint. If you just press up in the thing, I think it just puts the last thing that you put in there. You can basically just, instead of having to type it in each time, just in that one, just press up and it should fill it all out for you.
Sweet.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll again just to clear it. Oh wait, no, I don't have to. Okay. All right, so yeah, with those 3 5s, that is going to be a critical success. Yeah, so it was assessed. The success is better than your attacker's results. Not only do you block the damage, you deal 1 back to them as they're coming at you, and just like crack them across as they sort of hit the ground. You deal another damage to them. You haven't taken any, and at this point, Artyom kind of like hops his way down. And there's a bunch of other. You see a bunch of other cat spirits like hopping up and starting. Some of them even sort of floating up out of the mouths of some of the skulls that are there. And Artyom's like, "Quick! If we go, like just points away, like that's towards the water," and goes, "They should be mostly trapped here around the throne. Quick, run!"
I bolt.
Take off.
Looking it.
All right.
Yep, booking.
So yeah, so everyone kind of hauls ass. You manage to get like out of that area, and there's a point where you see the cats kind of come down, and there's as they can kind of come a little bit onto the ground around the throne itself, but they are for the most part in that area. You see a few of them able to go a little bit farther, but it reaches a point where you get far enough away that they can't come towards you any longer. Okay, you take a moment, catch your breath.
Yeah, I think once we like get stopped, Papa Fred, who had this like surge of energy fighting and like running away, now just like starts coughing and a little bit of blood actually comes up as he coughs. He's gonna look at Pebble and just he's gonna look at her and go, "You did good today, Seraphine. Did good."
I come over to
Pebble,
Papa.
Pebble, sorry.
I come over to Papa Fred and like, Papa, sit down, sit.
Papa,
Okay.
you're dying. You're
Tell him
forgetting
that.
things.
Sorry, I'm thinking of something in the past.
Who's Seraphine?
An old friend. She was a fighter. I'm gonna add a journal entry now, and it's gonna be delirium. Once I get that in,
Papa, no.
yeah, it's gonna be a delirium entry. which is going to be the fight with the cats. Basically, brought back an old memory, and he's having trouble distinguishing. That's why he called her Seraphine. He's having a trouble realizing where he is at the moment.
Mhm.
He's the past and the future are colliding. Was that poetic? Like the way I said it before I went into the
Yeah.
explanation? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Press up. Enter. That's so convenient. All right. I got 2 4s, 2 6s. And what did I need for delirium again?
Delirium is your introspection or your sickness. What's your introspection?
4. So those 2 4s are a success.
Okay. If you want to put those 6s in your rivers, you can.
I am.
So as this is happening, the experience of the thing is slowed so that I can describe lurid, surreal, and supernatural elements of the experience. If you want to process it, there you can. This won't add to your sickness because there you want like at least a triples or quadruples to do that. However, as you sort of look up, there's a moment where you see Seraphim in the past. Were you here with Seraphim at one point in the battle?
I believe her and whoever else we were with actually fought at this location. Okay. So yes, we were together here.
There's a moment, and the rest of you see this barely. Like what does the sickness look like when it comes from you? That poison, Typhon's poison for you.
I think you just see these like black. It almost looks like his veins in his neck go black. Mm-hmm. And you just kind of see his eyes kind of darken as he just starts coughing.
Yeah, and there's just this moment where like the world itself gets a tiny bit dimmer for everybody else, and as you can see for a moment, instead of the large like throne of cat skulls, there you see just bodies of fortitude rats and cats, blood sort of everywhere, and you see a very badly wounded rat who's there with Papa Fred, who for a moment looks sort of much younger, and then she just sort of reaches up and very like tenderly traces a claw kind of around your face and goes, "This is not a reason to cry. I'll be okay. I'm sure we'll be fine." And the other rat that's with her looks up at you. His eyes look less hopeful than hers do. And then we are back on the roofs.
Just give me a minute. I'll be okay. I promise.
Pebble just kind of stays by Papa Fred. We all saw that, right? Or is it just in his head?
No, all for just a half a second. Because like when you said when that darkening happened of your eyes and stuff, was how you described it. Like there's just a moment. The rest of you saw it like very, very briefly, like almost bits of a ghost-like thing superimposed over the world that you're looking at. It was very dim, a little hard to see. You didn't make out as many details as Papa Fred could see.
Why all of it?
Wow, why what? What?
Why was there a war?
Cats.
Why are there wars in the regular world? Like,
but this place is different.
And Artyom,
no, it's not.
Artyom just goes, "It's not that different."
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure some of them are shits. I'm sure some of them are good. I'm sure some of them don't deserve what happens. I'm sure some of them deserve what happens. That's life.
This was a war but from a kingdom. There was revolt, rebellion. Many died. He goes, "Come, we should hurry. No reason to stay that long this closely. This close to." Looks back at the cats and such, more of which have sort of started to appear here.
Yeah, I will admit the ghosts are kind of a thing. I do think we probably would do less war as a people if, like, physical ghosts could attack us in our world.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or we would invent some kind of ghost gun.
This isn't Ghostbusters, Isha.
I never saw that movie. Zach, can you carry this guy?
Yeah. Come on, Papa Fred, let's go.
All right. I imagine I put my arm around Zach as we hobble along.
Okay.
Also, Nessa's seen Ghostbusters. Isha has not seen
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, as you sort of start making your way through the roofs, and the red after a while the red tiles kind of give way towards more standard, like the more standard tiles, though they seem to have been treated along this area. And you make your way as a guy. Let's go down this way. At this point, like the gaps between the roofs are smaller and sort of further apart. All right. Also, when you get these tiles from someone, also mark one of your quest things. You'll also at some point need to solve the muddles that go with it. Sarah, you'll get an eye.
Right. You mark the progress grid.
Yeah, you also want to do that when someone else gives you one of those, or if you solve one of the muddles that go along with it. So yeah, as you are making your way through, eventually you get to a place where you actually see like a couple trees sticking up like through some of the gaps in the roofs. And then finally at one point you go like up the kind of crest what looks to almost be like a high peaked roof, and on the way down you can see the eaves of a building much further down kind of meet, and there you see a bunch of rats sort of hanging out on tables and such there, like looks like they're drinking from kind of very small cups. But closer to, you see, like you hear it first, but you see there's a bunch of beehives where you have below them, you have some of the rats coming with torches, like holding it underneath some of the hives so the smoke is going around it, and another one is like leaping up and then basically just like sticking some of the stuff in through it and then pulling out bits of the honeycomb. And then there's another one with a jar underneath it to catch any of the honey that drips through.
God, that's why they call it High Valley.
Beautiful.
It's the only place here you can get mead.
My interest has been piqued by the alcohol.
Yeah.
This will be your last opportunity to put something in for the morning of day 2. Is anyone doing that?
Yeah.
And that can also be for the stuff earlier.
I think Isha's good.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, what were you marking?
I was gonna mark daring. And then daring bought the cats.
Okay. In the future, think if you
What
could,
the heck?
you actually could do that for the like for your action.
Mhm.
Everything okay?
Sorry, my computer just shut off.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so like you could have used daring. You could have put that in for the actual action. But if you want to go ahead and roll against your physical action.
Yeah. 1 second, I gotta do it on my phone.
Hey Tangy, I cannot type into. God, I need to like re-log in. It's ridiculous that I can't type in the chat because I don't remember offhand my password.
I mean, that's me
for
on
Twitch.
my work computer.
I don't have anything.
Oh, what's going on in Twitch that we need to type?
No, just,
Just
no.
we're saying
Oh,
hi to
Tangy.
Tangy.
Oh.
I messaged them on TikTok because I was like, I don't remember what my Twitch password is for my work computer.
Yeah.
And also stops me from watching Twitch at work.
Yeah, it's like I'm logged in and all the login stuff happens automatically, but then it's just like type in your stuff. I'm like I am already logged in through the Streamlabs app. Why do I have to re-log in?
So I don't have to put daring fought the cats as my role.
No, I would go ahead and put that, but the physical action is what you roll. Yeah, you go ahead and you could have done that for your as your action, like you written it down there. But yeah, just go ahead and make the roll because it may make a difference in.
It isn't. I have nothing.
Okay. Well, is it no matches at all?
No.
Okay.
Not
One of the
rolling good.
Yeah, no.
So we'll say this because Because yeah, that would have been a critical failure that blew up in your face if that's what you had if you had written in the thing. But since we're afterwards, just yeah, one thing to keep in mind if you have a moment going, ooh, this should go in there. Do kind of if we can remember to do it at the time as we're going. But yeah, so yeah, that doesn't add to any of your. Oh,
I
wait.
mean, my physical action is 4. Would the 4 on the thing count against that?
No, because you still have to have pairs.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Yeah, because basically if it's not a pair, it won't be any of those. Just type right here because it just gave me the whole like type like we're seeing like you're not typing in chat or something. All right. Yeah. As you head in, like there's a number of the rats as they sort of look and one of them's like, Arnium, you've got some of the big people.
Oh,
Hmm?
I added one to mine too.
Yeah. What did you add?
I added wonder and said, so we're really fighting giant cats with fortitude rats.
All right. Go ahead and roll your awareness.
If it's not at or below, you have to have triples to.
Yeah. There's
Okay,
difference
no, I
between
have-
there's difference between no matches. Like no matches at all is a critical failure. If it is doubles, but it is above your awareness, then that's a failure. If it's triples above your awareness, then that's a success.
Okay, then it's just a regular failure.
Okay. You notice something either neat, scary, or mysterious. You can tell the group as much as you can about it, which might just be those 3 things it is. If you don't have a firm sense of what's going on out of character, you can ask to fill in the rest. With that, the experience of wonder ends. More of whatever this is might still happen, but you're out of its spell. Like, how are you feeling about the thing that you just did?
I think I'm feeling energized, but in that way where you were scared shitless the whole time. So you're mostly just running on adrenaline, like, oh my god, me and these people that I kind of just met are fighting giant cats currently.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, did you get a tile for a scene earlier?
Yeah, I clicked it on my.
Okay, I just saw the one that they put in the chat because those chat things don't always pop up on Zoom.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
Okay, yeah. As you're heading through, again, you see some of the rats that are kind of further in that little like again the tavern that's sort of under the eaves of a few of the roof. Like some you can see some of the windows, though they seem kind of frosted as you're heading towards there, and you can't quite see the seam on the windows where it might split from the wood itself. But as you're coming through, someone's like, Artium, Artium, and several of them sort of rush forward. It's like, who are your friends? And he goes through, it's like, people who are here to help. And he kind of loudly, as a bunch of them come around, goes, this is Papa Fred. And this sort of like hush goes over people.
Dude,
Hi,
are you
hi,
famous
everyone.
here? I just like whisper to Papa Fred, dude, are you like famous here?
The rats also love Papa Fred. It's fine.
I just lean into Zach. I'm like, it would appear so.
That's cool.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, and then there's some of them kind of gathered around, and one of them's like, my great 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 grandfather fought alongside you, the Battle of the Red King's Road. And a few of the other ones say some similar things, and they're in their backgrounds as well.
People know a lot about their history when there's not television to be watching.
And
Well,
he goes,
you're also talking about one of the heaviest events that ever happened here. It's kind of like World War II to us.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure my great grandmother fought in World War II, and I don't know jack about it.
okay, and then as he kind of like turns, he's like, and these are his friends. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Pebble.
And then you get like a bunch of the rats. So, hi, Pebble.
Oh, you guys are cool. I'm Zach.
And there's,
Isha.
and then they kind of crawl to one of them. Just sort of like looks. It's like, this one looks swollen. How big are your muscles?
Not like overly so, but like to the little rats, I feel like very big.
Yes, I'm kind of a huge thing. I'm pretty tough. All right, yeah. At this point, they're like, all right, let's come get a drink. As he kind of rushes in, he goes, he starts asking around for someone, and then a little bit later, sort of back behind the other side of the roofs here, you see another rat kind of poke her head out. He goes, Artyom, you find them, and as he rushes forward, like embraces like Renata, the one that he's about to introduce to you. There's a moment where they kind of like sniff each other a bit, and then like kind of crawl over each other some, as then they make their way towards the four of you. And Artyom goes, "May I introduce Renata? Renata knows just about every place on the roofs, near and far, and should be able to get us where it is we're going." And she's like, "You're here to help with Henge to bring the moon back?"
I
Suppose.
mean, probably.
We saw him take it.
You saw?
We did.
You saw Henge? Did he see any of you?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
He was pretty busy at the time.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a shudder happens as she's like, it's dangerous to get involved with one of the mysteries. It's never easy. Come, let's get some drinks. Now, at this point, what we probably want to do is, so they're going to take you to the far roof soon. You may or may not be able to answer this yet. We may have some other RP and other things and some opportunity for you to get some more tiles or something. But if you're looking at the stuff you've got, do you think you can put together where your first direct encounter with Hedge the Fangmate will be?
Out of our letters?
Yeah, this you can actually combine from each other.
Here, I'll put mine in the chat.
We can see
Yeah.
on the landing page everybody's letters.
Yeah, the landing
Oh,
page.
you can?
And also remember, you feel free to I think feel free to give tiles even more.
I've been trying.
Because yeah, when people do something, if you think it's cool, they basically once every 10 minutes or so is supposed to be the quickest you get them. But tiles or cards, because you can also give people cards for those things. Normally you'll want tiles. If we don't have something yet, that's cool. What we can do is keep playing as you're going through, interacting, and things are happening where you're gaining more tiles and doing stuff. Also remember you have your own personal muddles to solve.
Nah, I can't see anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I got ideal.
I got gold.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine if we don't have it yet.
If we had an N and an S, I would have sunset, but we don't have those.
Okay. Could be cool. All right. Other things also, you are able to, if you ever feel something where you feel something in the game world or there's something about it that just sort of hits you, you can kind of pull one on your own. That won't mark the quest thing, but that's something that you're able to do.
I have a question about the suggested emotional draw.
Mm-hmm.
What does that? How does that work?
So
when does that happen?
Because any kind of emotional, any kind of emotion you get from another player, if you laugh at something they do, if there's a moment where you're like, oh, that's whatever those things, you can basically tell someone pull a tile.
Okay.
The suggested one just goes along with the kind of the theme better
Okay.
of the particular character of that what those character types do. So it'll just go a little bit closer to that.
Okay, so it's basically just suggestion. Okay, so it's when we're telling people to draw the tiles.
Mhm.
Okay, we got it.
Yeah, let me check
I think
one
I
thing.
could pull off eulogy maybe in these, but I don't think that's what we want out of this encounter.
Yeah. Um, oh, let me just check one thing real quick. If you ever use an arcane to address an issue, you get all of
We
those.
can do guild.
Ooh.
I like that.
Guild.
Guild.
I mean, we could also do sail if we wanted to be on a boat or something, but I don't know if that counts as a place. I guess it's more of an action.
Guild. I like guild.
I also like guild. I'd prefer to fight on the land than the
Okay.
sea.
Yeah.
All right, so that would be my G and you. So our first encounter with Henge the Fang is at the guild.
All right, let me.
I'm good with it. I got rid of my G and U, so
I can get rid of one of my eyes.
I get rid of my D for sure.
Do
My
we need
only
an
weapon-
L as well, or did we already take care of that?
I can get rid of the L.
I can also. It doesn't really matter.
Oh,
Get rid of it.
Steve, you increased one of your issues, right? You got a new issue, right?
what?
From one of your roles, you got a thing where you added for your searching.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
searching +1. I put it in there.
Yeah, go ahead. After I get a component, when you raise those up, go ahead and grab a V.
Oh, sweet.
So, if we're gonna kill God or a mystery or a big monster or something, do we
Mhm.
have like access to something that's not like a rock? How'd you
So
guys do all the murder the last time?
what's sort of out of character? Like there are some with each of the mysteries. There are ways to attract them. There's ways to hide from them. There are ways to drive them off. There are ways to kill them. Though they
that's
only
that's an Isha question, not a Nessa question.
okay, yeah. So yeah, though they as the other rats look to you, it's like normally when Hedgefang has been around, when Hedgefang is attacked, or like the time that thousands of cats stormed some of our cities, we went and stole something from him something that was important that was kept in Fang's fortress, and that was the thing that caused him to retreat and go away. I don't know if Hedge has ever been killed.
And I also don't know. We're big folk. I don't know if we can necessarily sneak in there and steal something from him.
I mean, I did it once. I'm sure we can do it again.
Ugh. Who did the plan for you last time, Papa? Because I'm not gonna lie, you don't seem like a very planned guy.
I didn't. I just went and did.
Ugh.
You need to steal something from Hedge the Fang.
We don't know.
Apparently.
We don't know if he has anything yet. We don't have enough information about it.
It's
Just kind.
Arnie goes, we'll need to find out more about what's brought him here this time. And also, from earlier, from the scene where the two of you had your heart to heart, we'll give K and H, and we'll give Steve the M, and then everybody.
Nice.
You've now answered one of the. You've now answered one of the main muddles. So do you have your H and your M? So everyone gets to choose. Do you want a card or a tile? Because everyone will get one.
Card.
Card.
Oh,
I'm,
card.
I'm out of cards.
Yep. All right.
We're low on cards.
I'll just go straight through. Jack of Spades for Steve. King of Spades for Sarah.
Ooh, we're doing good.
Oh, and then Queen of Hearts for Kay and Nessa.
Yay!
I have two different decks I shuffled together for these. Or no, three decks. Yep, I was about to say bio break. I was going to suggest too. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because Steve got a tile for adding to his issue. Do I get a tile for gaining an issue?
Yes. Did you gain which one?
Complex.
Oh, complex. Yeah, you do. An O.
Cool.
I'm sorry, that's upside down. An O. All right. Yeah. Good time for bio break.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back in a few.
All right.
We are back. All right, so if it helps at this point, we have essentially, like, I believe, pretty much all the rule stuff at this point. I mean, because your powers just it'll tell you like if you've got to like use a card or mark something in your adventure journal, or if there's a specific thing you have to do. But beyond that, at this point, we have essentially used sort of all of the rules. I think. Yeah, it is those things with the rolling. It is using tiles to answer questions. And Sarah, did you say you think you had one?
Yeah, kind of. I have IDIOT,
Idiots.
idiot,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it might be answer to what does it mean to be a hero.
Yeah. Let me.
I think that might be the answer.
Okay, so do you want to go ahead and you said spend that?
Yeah.
Idiot. Wow.
I don't know what that means, but
Okay, so when you are when you solve those muddles, and let me just double check here because I'm pretty sure I have this, but it is a Jenna Moran game, so there are occasionally things where you're like, is that correct? So you solved one of your like quest muddles.
Mhm.
And you've got so go ahead and mark on that progress grid on there as well. Oh, let's find the thing for quests. I think it's probably also here. And people can do this at kind of any time. So you'll also gain a card or a letter.
Letter.
An S.
Yes.
So those ones are now gone. So yeah, when you get one of the so you sort of figured out a little bit more about what it means to be a hero. And as you start to solve all of the ones that you've got, you end up moving on to sort of other quests, like other quests that are in this quest line, because it's basically the kind of archetypal like journey of these character types as you're going through, and you can actually even go through them several times and find you're growing and changing. But there's like 5 of them that are connected, and as you finish each quest, you gain power. You gain like another power as you finish each of the quests. So what you gain depends on what type of quest is. You can also pick up another one at some point if you want to like take a pause. Like, ooh, especially it can also be like, I want to gain this kind of power for my character. I'm going to start going into this thing. So another thing you can do here is if you are role playing and talking, like you just maybe realized being a hero is being an idiot, and like because if you think about what a wilting flower you were, how you were sort of afraid of all this stuff, and suddenly you're standing up and trying to beat the living hell out of cat skeleton or cat spirits with the thing. As you are all sort of the drinking, one of the things you can do, which will also can lead to fun RP, which can lead to people getting cards and tiles, maybe solving their own. So your personal story advances sort of through as the major one's going on as well, and that will also cause other things to happen. So yeah, the way you've discovered is being an idiot like this, you might want to bring that up as things are kind of going while we're here at the tavern. The meat's quite good. Back to Renata has introduced herself. She's like I said, what I want to do is there's so many places I want to see and places to go, and things to do. Like I've been to a lot of places, but I haven't been able to adventure. And this going up against Hedge the Fang, this is everything I wanted. We're gonna be amazing.
Aren't you scared?
I love it. Absolutely love it. And she's maybe a little bit in her cups.
Isha's also in her cups. I'm gonna try not to get emotionally attached to you, okay?
Why not? People love me.
Do you have like tales like people tell over and over again?
Of course.
Like where sometimes people put a different spin on it every time, where it's like it kind of has like the same elements, but like people tell it a little bit differently.
Rats love tales. We love tales. We've got so many. We have tons of them.
you have little skinny tails.
Yes, also that Pebble. In our world, whenever we do Tales of War, it's always like somebody who shows like a picture of a girl from back home, or who's like really excited about something, where something bad happens later, you know? It's like bad luck.
So there's a picture of a girl you're not supposed to look at because it would be bad luck.
It's always because it's always like the guy they want you to get attached to him really quickly because he's not the main character. He'll like show up and be like, "I got somebody waiting for me back home. Here's her picture. I'm so excited to not die in this war." And then whenever they get to the war part, he always inevitably dies, and then you go like, "No, private."
Also, if you think about it, it was your great, 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 however many great
This is
grandparents
the other one.
that fought with
That's not
Papa
that one. It's
Fred,
the other
and
one.
Papa Fred still here. So, like, if Isha were to get emotionally attached to you, and the end of your life happens, it's going to be a lot of generations that you guys go through that we won't.
Yeah, true. Our lifespans are really different.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. He just started
Like,
it.
like we're
Look, I'm just saying, Renata is being really excited about this, and I think that maybe, we should be very careful about these things.
There's nothing wrong with being excited.
I don't know.
There's
I
nothing
mean-
wrong with it.
Fine.
this
I'm glad you're excited for the adventure, Renata. That's
Fine. You can have
you
this
know
with
you
your
know you know
person.
what? It might be dangerous, but at least it's something.
Well, then I will just not take a picture of my beloved. We don't
Yeah,
have lots
I
of
like your
pictures here.
thinking.
Not much to carry them on here.
it's not
fair.
about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the adventure, the stories you tell later. Yes, my friends have died, but I can tell their stories. And I tell those stories to children who tell them to other children. And they live on through those stories. It's the story is what's important.
Do you want another one? This kind of finishes up the. Now, for all of you, these are like little shot glasses of mead.
Another round, kind
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
They run around and get some more, and then they're as they're bringing it in.
I fought. I fought a cat today. I barked at a cat. Why did I do that?
I don't know, but it worked.
Did work.
It shouldn't have worked. I barked at a cat. That's the dumbest thing I've ever done.
You need to do more
Listen,
dumb things.
It can only get dumber from here. Let's be so honest.
I barked at a cat and it worked. Okay.
Papa Fred is gonna hold up his little glass and go, "Here's to barking at cats."
Cheers.
Or rather.
I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever been that excited about anything. Like, I mean, I wasn't happy. Obviously, I was terrified, but I was like, I felt alive, and I don't think I've ever felt that alive before.
Well, we can continue to do dumb things.
This place will do that to you. It brings out the best in people.
Yeah.
Here we need
People
to.
don't have any good things to be brought out.
And Renault at that point looks over at Isha and is like, "Oh no! Don't say such things. That's what Henge does. Henge takes the things that are most important to you, removes them from you, and then leaves you hollow, a shell of what you used to be."
Mm.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
Hedge unmade Vikenti in front of him, left so that there was not even a body there, but the only thing that was not Hedge. And that's the only thing that allowed any bit of Vicenti to survive.
Who's
Damn.
Mackenzie?
I don't know. We'll remember later.
Well,
Shout out to Vicincy for that one. Here, Renata, you can put this on.
Mhm.
I'm honored.
I don't have enough paper clips for the rest of you.
Nessa take a 10 of diamonds. And Ronaldo puts on like the thing and like almost like chains, and it's like, I shall carry these with me. And then like panics, looks up and goes, "What if? Wait, is this similar to having the picture of my best gal? If I have this gift from you, does this in your stories would this mean I'm going to be doomed?"
I don't think so.
No, in the stories from our world, that means Isha would probably be the one to die.
Yeah.
probably.
Isha's got Mike back home.
I'm sure I do
I
have
don't
Mike back
think
home.
Isha
Who wants to see a
wants
picture
Mike
of
back
him?
home.
No,
No, don't show pictures
no,
of Mike.
no pictures of Mike.
I don't think I have any pictures of Mike. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
tracks. Question: how long have you two been together?
Like 3 months.
Okay. Okay.
You have no pictures of him? Not even like of his Hinge profile?
I mean, I take selfies and sometimes he's in the background, but like usually he's facing the other way.
Well, you don't want the answers to these questions.
Isha, do you even like this guy?
My vote is no.
I love Mike.
Do you?
Are
Yes.
you trying to convince us or
Or
yourself?
I love Mike so much.
What's your favorite quality about Mike?
Don't say words with friends.
I like how reliable he is because he's always there.
That's not.
And what do you mean by does he always like support you, or is he just physically there?
Both.
Okay.
Oh, Isha, no.
Also, this is dating advice from the worst dating person you could ever think of. Is telling you this is a horrible relationship.
Zach's not wrong. He is the worst person to date. Trust me, he really is.
Well, have a
I'm sorry, did
relationship
we
last
date?
more than 3 dates.
We went on 2 dates.
God. Oh, okay.
Do you not remember that?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember last Tuesday.
Yeah, I think the only reason you and I haven't gone out is because I only recently came back to town, and I've been dating Mike the whole time.
Did you just meet him when you came back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Town.
back. I left Chicago. I got here, and then I immediately got on Hinge.
Was he like the first person that came up on Hinge?
He was the third.
If
I didn't match with the first two.
Was I one of the first two?
No, I think statistically you would have been fifth.
I don't understand you young folks. What is Hinge?
It's a dating
We're gonna make
website.
you a profile, Papa Fred. Don't you worry.
It's like
No,
a dating.
I don't.
You know
I don't
those
wanna
old
date.
timey dating services you
Papa
call
Fred-
on the telephone and they'd set you up with
Papa
someone?
Fred would clean up on Hinge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Papa, you'd be a bigger player than Zach. Let's just put it that way.
How many older ladies are really on Hinge? We need to get them on OkCupid.
I mean,
No, what's that one with the old people? Our Time? Is that
never
it?
heard of that.
Oldpeoplefuck.com.
No.
Papa Fred is gonna open his flip phone and be like, "All right, get me this Hinge app."
When we get back, okay, we got a long list of things to do before we get you on Hinge. It's
Okay.
including getting you a new phone.
I have a burner.
Why?
We can
This
use.
phone's been good for 20 years.
I'm sure it could last another 20. However,
Yeah, it doesn't need to have service. One of my old cell phones will download Hinge for you, and we'll just delete all the apps except for Hinge.
Well, does it have solitaire?
We can get you
you know what?
solitaire.
I have an old iPod that you can have.
Oh, okay. That plays the music, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
we'll get you all your favorite songs on there.
Oh,
You know what? I'll just add you to my family plan on Spotify. We'll be fine.
That's nice.
Tell us about the time you saw Floyd again.
Yeah. I think some tiles need to go out here, so I'm gonna say everybody else should get a tile for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put several into the thing. Oh, yeah, we'll just go down the thing. Sarah, you'll get a wild K and O, and then Nessa and E. And I said, if you look, I got a couple cards and some tiles that I put in onto the Discord.
The Discord.
Oh. Ooh. All right, I got an E.
And I'll give one to Steve for playing into our bullshit of Hinge.
That's an R for Steve.
So I got an E, a P,
So many D's.
L, and an R. E, P, L, R.
I can finally spell dead.
That's two things to do now. Is anybody adding? So you're in the afternoon. Is anybody adding their adding to their adventure title?
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta figure
Yeah.
out something.
I'm gonna add a bonding, talking with the group about Hinge. What is this thing? Perfect. What do I roll for bonding? I'm pretty sure it's communication.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not good at communication, but whatever.
It's the afternoon.
Triple
yep,
and
Triple
a double.
ones.
Double threes.
With the triple
Nice.
ones, the get benefit success. In addition, yeah. So basically, you get a glimpse into someone's heart. You can ask them a question, or you can reverse it. They can get a glimpse into yours as well, and add +1 to your searching, which will give you. Let's go with a card for.
I'm
those
+2.
those are usually tiles. And Steve, you'll also get a W.
+2 on searching. I got a W. I'm gonna reverse it, and I'm gonna let Pebble search and ask Papa Fred a question in his heart.
Papa Fred, why did you leave in the first place? It feels like the rats could have used your help.
This place is complicated. I live a long time. Rats live very, very few years. If I'd stayed, I'd watch generations die, and I'd remain. It was just easier to do what I did, go home, and not see my loved ones pass away over and over and over again. It's hard to fathom that we live thousands of years compared to them, even though we only live 80 or 90.
Yeah, Ardian goes. Must be hard to be ancient.
I mean, your perception changes.
In this world, it's hard to be ancient. In our world, it's just normal.
Let me know if anyone else
Anybody
is adding to theirs.
I
Also, if you want to take a look and see if any of the muddles of your personal quest, if you have anything you think might solve them. So we now know that Pebble believes to be a hero means to be an idiot, which means, Sarah, if you want to really play off of that, if you're like, if we're going to be a hero, do the stupid things, that'll be fun.
that's kind of the path I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That being said, I picked Bean. We're in the afternoon, right?
Yep.
Or I picked Bean there.
Okay.
Realized
And that is, you roll that with your awareness.
my ability to defy the odds. Okay, roll with my awareness.
Mhm.
Let me get back into. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see if this works with the up button. / rotation 5d6s.
All right.
I got 3 threes.
And what is your awareness?
1 second. Let me pull this back up. My awareness is 1.
Okay. So because it's the triples, it works. This is a little bit of luck and such involved. But as you're sitting there, so with the triples, 1 for an issue wise, give yourself something to deal with. Was that the right one? Something to deal with at a 1 will be an issue for you, and also take an N along with that. And as you're sitting there, you're feeling. Or you want me to wait?
Well, yeah. At least
Yeah.
see. And okay. So it says on triples, you get the feeling like that progress was important, that it relates to what you're meant to be doing even more than you thought, and you add +1 to calling, right?
No, I'm on being there.
Oh, I'm in peace. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, like, yeah. So here, the GM talks more about, or if you want to, either you can talk or emote a bit more in character, out of character, what all this feels like to you, or I can describe the sensory experience of the world, and you get that +1 to something to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you describe it?
Yeah. So as this is happening, as you're looking around, and just like you're seeing these rats just walking around, talking, clapping each other on the back. They seem happy. You see all of them have got their swords sort of with them. At one point, one of them kind of leaps up on a table as they're telling tales of some sort. You hear little bits and pieces as he's sort of demonstrating how he or someone else fought these things. Like there is just a joy here. There is something here that just feels like it is like they're ready for the adventure, and they don't seem like you're not seeing the fear and such that are there with them. And let you know there's something to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
This issue means there's something nagging at you, something you need to process. Not so much that there's an action you have to take, though there's often a symbolic action at the end. Rather, there's some emotion you have to face. You'll need to bring that back to the surface and deal with it. So that's something. It's not going to be for a while before you have to actually like figure out what that is. But that'll be.
But where do I mark the something to deal with on my character sheet?
So there's a place for issues that are essentially on the main thing. I think it's just like, yeah, you'll see issues along with where your muddles are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. Where is it? Losing yourself with the realization that I have no memory of like the people I've dated in the past.
Also, just for yeah, Sarah, you'll get I already gave you the N for that. Go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take a B for the what you did, for how you realize that. You're gonna roll physical action, or you can roll your complex.
I rolled physical, and I have a 4, and I rolled double 2 and double 6.
All right. So success means. Yeah, so in here, you're overcome, you're stunned, you're adrift, you're agonized, obsessed, or physically lost. Success means someone will interrupt you before a long time passes, or before your spiral reaches the point of self-destructive action, that a PC or NPC volunteer, or if there is none, the notional cinematic world itself steps in before that point and reacts emotionally to your situation, giving you a chance to find your way out. If you want, as a player, you can then use the excuse to switch from losing yourself to doing something dramatic or cool, or if it doesn't seem right, just continue towards a failure. Interminable pause or self-destructive action from there. So how is this, like, as people are talking and as you're sort of realizing you forgot that you dated someone, like, how is this affecting you at the table? And do you want a player to know, an NPC to know, or just something snap you out of it?
I think something's just gonna snap me out of it, but I feel like I'm sitting there with like my head in my hands. I'm going, when did we? Was that before or after this person? And at the same time going, well, I can't ask her out now, can I?
And your options are pretty limited in Rat World.
My options are also limited in this town that we live in because I've dated almost everybody.
Yeah, but now it's just me, Papa Fred, and Pebble. I guess you could try Papa Fred at this
I
point.
don't think Boba Fett would like that.
You won't
I,
need
Get
to
him on
try.
Hinge.
Zach has commitment issues. I don't want to get involved with that. Not that you're not a lovely person, Zach, but you're way too young for me too.
Aw.
I like how commitment issues was the first thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The age is not the main barrier.
Mm-mm.
My age, I'm looking for someone to die with.
You never know while we're up here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody else?
I want to try for peace.
Okay. That's with physical action.
Yes.
And if you bring up the obsidian site thing I put there's a thing for moods if you want to like easily click on that yourself because I've got the stuff in there. I may rearrange. They're in alphabetical order, but I might put a few of those things like adventure journal so it pops up to the top.
I get that. I have it pulled up on the book. Okay, not great, but we have one double.
Okay, so is that double under or over your?
I believe over.
So over your physical
Yeah.
action.
Over physical action. I have a 2.
Okay. The failure. You need a little more help. You can probably manage without it, but it won't go very well. So yeah, that's like you're not quite finding the peace. Like, how are you feeling as you're all sitting there talking and laughing and drinking and maybe Zach was a little zoned out for a while. Oh nope, there he is.
There he is. Like kind of agitated and like kind of like I like socially dysphoric because like we're talking to a bunch of rats, man. Like I'm like trying to get emotionally attached to them and not get emotionally attached to them, but also they can talk and they're wearing little hats and shit. And I'm still not 100% sure that I didn't just like this isn't like a continuation of a dream I had after I passed out in a ditch.
Maybe I'm dead.
Yeah,
maybe I'm
I
bleeding
think-
out.
yeah, maybe I'm in the back of an ambulance right now and they're trying to do CPR after I was found in a ditch all night.
Okay. Does anyone have one of their personal muddles they think they may have a solve for in the tiles that you have?
I do.
Ooh.
For what is Typhon's poison doing to me? The word that I have that just is glaring in the face at me is purge. And I think because according to the character sheet, you are becoming a mystery, rising beyond the world of life into the world of spirit, but you're fighting it. So I think the poison is purging my physicalness and trying to pull me into the spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm resisting. That's why things are getting dark because my spirit is leaving, but I keep holding it back.
Okay.
So that's why I think it's purge.
All right. Yeah. So one of the things to keep in mind is there'll be things like what that means to you. You want to start making the purge part of what that is doing to your character. Good. Yeah. You go take that out and then go ahead and pull a. You want a card or a tile?
Let's go with a card.
8 of diamonds. Anybody else have a muddle they think that they may have solved?
I can only spell toad and dead, basically.
Toad and dead?
Yeah, so I don't think that answers either of my like what is magic to me kind of situations. I'm not even 100% sure if Isha really understands that magic exists yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know we see ghost cats, but like I don't think she really is like oh, I can do this kind of.
Okay, I'm looking for a couple of these here. All right, Kay, did you have anything you think you might have?
No, some of my questions I don't think I know yet,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can't really spell anything yet either.
That's fine. Then also thinking that the fact that you're able to also bring up you can essentially do like a flashback or something and mark in your thing to have the waymark of somebody. Because maybe you have been here before. You can basically have it where there are people who are now on the roofs, which could be because there actually are. You'll find on the far roofs there actually are people there as well. But people are even rats or something where you have taken that waymark from. So those are things as and for everybody else with your powers and abilities, you want to start thinking of like, are these things that you want to start bringing into it? Because as your character is sort of discovering these things that they can do, these things that they are, because some of them are more passive. I know. Is it Sarah? Are you the one that can understand everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I think it's one of my powers.
Okay.
Yes, I also can understand everyone.
Yeah, and
You'll
you'll see.
I don't know. Maybe
I think
I'm
that one's me.
Oh yeah.
It's like my main power. The ability to be understood and to understand.
Yeah, I think Sarah, you're the hero of fate. You've got the thing where you can, like you can basically make yourself have a deep understanding of and relationship with a chosen target. Where the rogue, you've got all your cool things with your necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, old timer, you've definitely got like you got stuff you can play cards for, detailed personal experience with something, or that you participated in, which I think you did for the battle.
Yep.
Okay. Awaken the inanimate to life. Yeah, so some of these things you're able to end up doing. So yeah, I would say that the thing is are you able to get drunk with your digest ability?
We had said in last session that when I'm not in the roofs or things with the roofs aren't going on, yes, but in the roofs I cannot.
Yeah, so how do you feel about drinking all this mead but it's not? Like how drunk is everyone else getting?
I think Pebble's a little bit tipsier than she's been in a very long time, and she's just kind of like vibing.
This is like a thimble full of mead. I mean, I keep
I've
telling you,
had a lot of thimbles.
yeah, you've had a lot of thimbles. Isha has also had a lot of thimbles, and they're not hitting. The only thing that's holding me together is the fact that we haven't eaten all day. That's really helping to hit. What little of it is hitting because of that.
Yeah, I will say you will find it is a little more powerful than you would think, even with a little bit there, but maybe not enough. You're not maybe having enough to get you drunk.
Papa's gonna shoot another one and be like, I forgot about that. I can't get drunk here.
Oh God.
I can eat anything here.
Oh God. It's the world's worst superpower.
I mean, at his age, I'm sure it's a great power.
I mean, as long as I guess not getting diarrhea is a pretty good power. But there's so many things that you can eat that, like, why would you want to, you know?
Well, there might be limited options here. We don't really know yet.
That's true. I hope we don't have to, like, eat a fox or something.
There was one time there was this mushroom that was putting this gas into the air, and it was affecting the rats, so I ate it.
You just ate it?
Yeah. Poisons don't affect me here.
All right, I guess note to self. We find something weird, feed it to Papa Fred.
At which point, at this point, remember the names. Renata goes, all right, we're just about the right time. Let's go to the far roofs.
Okay.
And Nessa, I saw your thing, so this will be pretty quick. She goes up to there's a place on the roofs where you actually see the tiles themselves have been kind of brought to like a sheen on there, and as the sun is just starting to hit them, it's kind of blinding on the light, and it's just, she's kind of like has a thing over her eyes, looks back at you and goes, okay, the important thing is run where on the place where it's blinding. When you can't see anything, leap to the right, leap off of the roof, and we'll land on the far roofs. If you can see what I do, follow me. and then she rushes down. You see her as she hits it, like her eyes close as she hits that part of the roof that is just blinding from the way the sun is hitting. She leaps into the to the right and then disappears underneath the like in the gap of the roofs.
Oh boy.
More jumping, and now we've been drinking. Incredible.
Pebble takes off.
She's maturing.
I think she's just drunk.
Pebble.
Well,
So basically, you like we have to like if we once we're blinded, we jump to the right.
Yep.
So Pebble just takes off, and as soon as like like her eyes go, like the light hits her eyes, she jumps to the right, and is just off, and just like cheering, like she's having the time of her life.
I'll stumble. Well, not even stumble. I'll run after Pebble.
Let's run.
All right. As you run and you leap, Papa Fred,
Yes.
for you.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right. As you run and leap, you hear Artyom kind of like running behind you. As all of you leap and like in that place, as you're sort of in the middle of two different things. Instead of falling, you feel like you're floating in the air, but like the light all around you is absolutely blinding, and then you feel like tile underneath your bare feet, and there's a moment where as it starts to fade, but then you see like there's like large peaks of roofs sort of around you, and there is like a zodiac like group of glowing tiles throughout them, almost like a star field. And that feels like a good place to end.
Mhm.
All right, next time we will be on the far roofs, and at a guild of some sort, you will have your first encounter with Hedge the Fang. We want to let people know where we can find y'all at.
Oh, yeah, I'm first now. Hi, I'm Steve. I'm the Dragon X on TikTok. Basically everywhere else. I'm on Ronin's Den. I'm here. I guest star on Grimstone Gaming a few times every now and then. I'm on Beards and Barbarians on Fridays. I'm a lot of places. Just look for the Dragon X and you'll find me.
Hi, I am Sarah. I am Powerful Week pretty much everywhere.
Hey, I'm K. I'm K.1224, basically everywhere. Right now this is the main thing I'm doing, but you know what? We're here.
Hey, I'm Nessa, Loch Nessa, basically everywhere. Don't find me.
All right, I'm Improv GM everywhere, and I know I would be back well before 7 next Sunday, but I'm thinking Kay probably isn't, or at least you'll have the whole.
I literally fly back into Atlanta at 7 p.m.
Yeah, see, for me, I'll have that entire day to chill because like I'll see my aunt and uncle, then come here. So yeah, I think we will not be here next week, and we will catch y'all later.